Chimpanzees live in a small range from the west coast of Africa all the way to Tanzania. They mainly live in a rainforest environment, which is an evergreen forest with heavy annual rainfall. There are many different terrain types throughout their habitat. They can usually be found high up in the mountains of Gombe National Park, which has a very uneven terrain with many steep slopes and hilly areas. Lake Tanganyika runs through the eastern part of Africa. Chimpanzees can be found in Gombe and Mahale National Park, and both of these parks are along this lake. Other animals like olive baboons can also be found along the shore in search of food, or just enjoying the sunshine. The normal temperatures of this area can range from 65 degrees Fahrenheit anywhere up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. An ecosystem is defined as a community of organisms that interact with the environment. A good example of this is chimps and the rainforest they inhabit, as well as all of the other plants and animals that they share the rainforest with. Biodiversity is the wide range of variation of plants and animals that live together. Some animals that share the rainforest with chimpanzees are pictured here, including red-tailed monkeys, olive baboons, bush buck, and many insects. There are also thousands of species of plants that call the rainforest home. These plants not only provide a food source for the many animals that live there, including the chimpanzees, but also provide an abundance of shade and resting places. Parts of some plants may even be used as tools by the chimpanzees. Clearly, the vast amount of biodiversity in the rainforest provides a very beneficial habitat for chimpanzees and other animals. Rainforests have a wet season, which is usually between mid-October through mid-March, and a dry season, which is usually between May through August. These times of change greatly affect the chimpanzees. When the wet season comes along, chimps are well fed because the trees are fruiting and provide plenty of food. But during the dry season, food is much harder to come by. There are 4 different layers to a rainforest, each consisting of their own characteristics. Starting from the bottom, the forest floor comes first. It gets almost no light and has little plant growth due to the large amount of shade from the canopy above. Chimps can move easily about the forest floor and find any fallen food. The next layer is the understory, which mainly consists of the tree trunks of the canopy trees. As with the forest floor, this layer too is in constant shade, but there is some growth of shrubs and bushes. The next layer, which is second from the top, is called the upper canopy, and it has plenty of light for trees to grow. This layer is where chimps spend a lot of their time searching for good fruiting trees as well as other insects to eat. Chimps also build their daily nests in the upper canopy. This layer produces nearly all of the shade for the lower levels of the forest. The top layer is called the emergent layer, and it consists of trees up to 240 feet tall with umbrella-shaped canopies. To support their giant structure, they usually grow something called a buttress, which is a part of the root system that emerges out of the ground and is connected to the trunk for extra support.